So I've talked about this before a couple times, actually in just a recent video, but I thought I would show them in this video. So the first thing I do is I apply a primer. One thing you're gonna see throughout most of this is, well, throughout all of this is I'm a drugstore girly. I think drugstore mascaras are just as good as high-end. These are my two favorite primers. This is the Voluminous. I love pretty much everything in the Voluminous line. I think it's awesome. And then the Essence primer. I feel like they do different things. I think this one does volume, obviously voluminous, and I think this one does length, so I actually pair them together. Here's the thing most people don't like about primers is the white of it. If you let it set just a little bit, not dry all the way, when you apply your mascara, it won't turn your mascara gray. It won't create the kind of muddy looking. The other thing to keep in mind when you're looking for primers is if you can find one that has some kind of lash nourishing properties, that'll help keep your lashes strong and make sure that you're not damaging them with mascara. One of my absolute favorites, and it's an MLM, and I know some people are very opinionated about it, is the Synergence one. I think it is awesome. I go through it so fast because I use it so much that I can't justify the $25 price. So the other thing to keep in mind if you're using a primer, actually to do mascara at all, is make sure you're coating both the top and the bottom to get the best all over coverage and the darkest look. I let that set just for a little bit so that way when I kind of brush it back up, I don't get mascara on the top of my lid because I absolutely will. The mascaras that are my go-to, the first one that you just saw me use is the Lash Paradise, the Voluminous. I talked about this in my other one. This was like the L'Oreal Collagen. It had the best brush. It was awesome. This one's empty. I've been holding on to it just, I don't know. I don't use it. I think they've discontinued it, but it's my absolute favorite. Some other ones that I've used, I've talked about this is a brand new one. This is the L'Oreal Panorama. I really like it, but what I don't like is I wish the bristles were consistent sizes all the way down, because these ones, I don't mind the tapered look of the brush. What I don't like is the bristles at the end are so small, it makes it hard to not gloop up in the inside of the corner of your eye and end up with just a gloopy mess. Another one that I'm trying is the Essence Like a Boss. The Essence mascaras are awesome. I really like this one. I don't totally love a curved wand, so that's the only thing I don't like about this one, but I do like the product. And the most recent one that I'm trying that I think is the only one I was wearing in the video you were commenting on. I have a hard time believing that I didn't use one of the other ones, but is this Essence, another volume mascara, just better, and I freaking love it. It is dense, it separates your mascara, you can get to the base really well. This is, I've only had it not even a week, but I do think it's going to be one that I'm going to always have on. Can we talk about this? I always end up with mascara on me somewhere, which is why I love to have a ton of these little spoolies on hand. If you wait for this to dry, you can just flake it off with one of these little spoolies, just to keep in mind. Now, in full transparency, I am going to say I do hyperfixate on my lashes. It is probably the part of my routine that takes me the absolute longest. It's, I don't know, I like to have lashes that are like evenly separated, and so when they bunch, like I'm having a little bit today, it drives me absolutely bonkers. But at some point you just got to give up. But that's my routine. I am going to tell you, for the most part, I like just about every L'Oreal mascara there is. Essence is really good. I don't think you need to break the bank for good mascara. So that's what I use.